Hello everyone, welcome back to the Future. Last time we talked to Biff and explored the new alternate 1905 Hill Valley, and now we need to follow Jennifer. Alright, now to...
Jennifer! Jen!
You got a problem?
You let me
What's
stranded.
the deal, Jennifer? You left me stranded outside the city gates.
Yeah, that was pretty rotten, wasn't it? I'm such a horrible role model. Better get away before I corrupt you.
Go ahead, corrupt me.
I don't know what you got against me in this timeline, lately, but I'm here to make things right. I've missed you, you know?
Take a look at me, Martin. Do I look like the kind of girl that would hang around the president of the Junior Brown Brigade?
I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but I gotta admit, I kinda like you like this.
Barf?
We're meant
You
for each
act
other.
like I'm a turnoff, but I don't buy it. We were meant to be together.
Look, just because I let you tag along to a couple of concerts doesn't mean we're Romeo and Juliet. I mean, sure, you're a little cute, but you're into all this honor student crap.
Honor student?
And I'm into more interesting things. And guys.
What interesting
Going
guys.
out with someone else, I bet I can make you forget him.
Sorry, Martin, but you just don't rate anymore.
What you
Leech
thinking?
and the Whoosh Bags. Never heard of him.
No, you wouldn't have. They don't play much punk on those smooth jazz stations you listen to.
Ugh.
Smooth jazz. It couldn't possibly be that square, even in an alternate timeline.
Hey, check out Biff
Did you
lately?
get a load of Biff Tannen back there? He's so...
Zombied.
yeah, creeps me out.
You and me both. If that's what the Citizen Plus program's all about, I'll stay a Citizen Minus.
I have a...
Hill Valley's totally screwed up, but I got a plan to fix
Exactly.
everything.
You do, huh?
I'm gonna go
Yeah.
talk to Citizen Brown and get him to make it all better.
That sounds like the kind of plan you'd come up with, weirdo.
I'll change his
Citizen
ways.
Brown is a really great guy.
You're wasting your breath, Martin. I don't buy into all that happy talk.
No, really, this crazy police state wasn't his idea. It'll all get undone once I have a good talk with him.
You know, I almost feel sorry for you.
What
What do you know about the Citizen Plus program?
Exactly.
Only what I hear on TV, and the radio, and the newspapers, and the PA systems all over town. They want everybody to enroll, and they say it'll make us all happy and well-adjusted, which is why I'm gonna stay clear of it.
By turning us into zombies. What do you think of the
So,
army?
Jennifer,
Uh-huh.
what do you think of me?
I don't.
I used to be popular.
Seriously, what have you got against me? I'm kind of popular, right?
Very popular among a certain crowd.
What crowd?
Dorks.
What do you mean, dorks?
Marty McFly a dork? It's impossible. He can't be a dork.
Okay, anyone who talks about himself in the third person is a dork.
Oh my god. What about my
My
parents?
mom and dad.
What about them?
Would you say they're normal?
By Hill Valley standards, yeah. In other words, they're warped beyond repair. Sorry to be the one to break it to you.
Come on,
Give me a can of
okay.
spray paint. I got an urge to paint something.
Happy little trees? Get yourself a watercolor kit. I'm not sharing my wall.
Wow.
So do you
Breaking
spend
rules.
most of your time vandalizing public property?
Don't even think about snitching on me.
I'm not
Unless you
snitching.
want this spray can up your...
No, listen, you got me wrong. I'm looking to, break a few rules myself.
Yeah.
You?
What about dogs?
What do you know about harboring dangerous animals?
So you met my new boyfriend. Oh, lighten up.
Where can I
Do you
get
know where I could
contraband?
score some forbidden materials?
Do I strike you as somebody who would possess illegal substances?
Kinda, yeah.
And you strike me as somebody who would turn in somebody like me. Next topic.
What about
This
PDA?
ban on public displays of affection bites.
Hey, you're talking about my most favoriteest legal infraction of all.
Yeah?
Not with you. Ew.
Oh my wow. Let's protest
This
the
law
PDA.
against public kissing is a load of bull, right?
Yeah, this town is full of it. What are you gonna do?
Protest, that's what. Let's go stage a public kiss-in.
Let's not and say we did.
What about
Isn't
graffiti?
graffiti a major infraction?
You'd think. But after Big Brown had all those buildings coated in that Teflon polymer junk a couple years ago, graffiti's been knocked down to a 2 demerit offense. Go fig.
Never
On
mind.
second thought, maybe I don't want to know any more about breaking the rules.
Wuss.
Man, exactly, you was. I would say something else, but this is T-Ray. Well, I'm obviously.
It won't be long before I see Citizen Brown.
Hey, can I come with you?
You want to see Citizen Brown too?
Yeah. Maybe he can give me a heart when he gives you a brain.
Couldn't hurt to ask.
Have to. Well, bye.
Your paint's starting to streak.
Ah!
Well, I guess we can. Let me try. Oh yeah, we can because. Well, I guess we can go out.
Look out, son!
Oh, there's his mom.
Mom?
Hold on. Yeah, I gotta plug my phone in, like really low.
Soups and more. Wholesome
Yeah.
soups, fresh vegetables, and soy-based imitation meats.
Basically just
Good thing I'm
vegetarian
not
stuff.
hungry.
Something that Beast Boy will eat.
Free soy dog samples. Take one.
If you guys,
I guess they ran out.
if you guys watch the original one, not that new.
Hey, can't you read? Oh, it's you, McFly.
Leech?
Hey, my bad. I should have wrote the sign in Latin, just so you'd understand.
What sign?
Outway to Unchley. Now eat it, Bay, and let me catch some Z's.
Man, whatever. I really hope. I really want. There's like another trophy here that even that you have to press all the like one of those introduction things. Like you press the button on them and it tells you about the city. Even though I press all of them, I still. Anyway, let me talk to her.
Mom!
But are you happy?
Happiness is overrated, Lorraine. I'm content.
Well, I'll think about it.
Mom?
Hi there, Martin. I saw you as I was driving in. Did you hear me honking?
Mom, that can't
yeah.
be you.
Martin, are you all right?
I'm
Yeah.
fine. It's just that you're so gray.
You mean
Well,
pale?
isn't that an uplifting way to greet your mother?
Sorry, I just don't.
I guess you're right, though. I am going a little gray. No thanks to your father.
I'm still wondering how is she not? She still don't know that her son looks like the one looks like well looks like the Martin from 1955, I think. Yeah, 1955. What are you
So
doing out there?
what? Are you out here shopping or something?
Oh, Shopping? Poof! Who shops anymore? No, it's that time of the month for me again.
For
my civic duty. I'll be polishing the statue all day.
Oh, right.
Why?
What's with the golf cart, Mom?
Now, Martin, I know you're embarrassed to be driving around in last year's model, but we really can't afford the 86s yet.
Where's the truck?
What about my truck?
No one owns a truck in Hill Valley. Martin, are you sure you're feeling okay?
Yeah. I must have had a really vivid dream last night.
Well, I hope your dream world was more fun than this one. Could you do me a favor? I forgot to give your father my timesheet for last week, and now Mr. Nosy is convinced that I'm hiding something from him.
Timesheet?
Aren't they annoying? But Citizen Brown always says, a scheduled life is a happy life. Anywho, could you be a dear and drop it off at the house? Here, take the car.
Actually,
I know, dear. Love you too. I'd give you a kiss, but you know what that gets you.
Yeesh.
Don't forget to pick me up this evening.
Yeah, but not even
yeah,
PBA.
sure.
Yeah, it was not PBA. Alright, so...
It's a detailed list of my mom's daily activities. She brushed her teeth for 4 minutes this morning.
What? Oh.
Well, it's not the truck, but I guess it'll do.
I mean, it's kind of cool if you think about regular show.
I don't know, John. Isn't this illegal?
What isn't illegal in Hill Valley?
Shh. What if Citizen Brown's watching?
Don't worry, nobody can see us here.
He's a peeping Tom.
That's a future
Dad.
one.
Try to warn your old man the next time, okay?
Alright.
Good morning, Mrs. Brown.
Oh, here's my guitar. I'm getting this first.
Hey, what's my guitar doing out here?
Your mother and I convinced you to give it up, remember? Rock and roll music is frowned on by the Brown administration. It sets a poor example for all the kids who look up to you as a model of studiousness and moral gravity. And besides, you're not very good.
Yes I am.
Come on, Dad, I need that guitar.
Give me one good reason why I should give it back to you.
Because...
I need to impress Jennifer.
a certain girl is only gonna like me if I can play the guitar.
A certain girl? You don't mean...
Jennifer.
Oh, Martin. Why are you fixated on that little hellion? She's nothing but trouble.
Yeah, I'm kind of trouble.
And besides, the way you play guitar, you're only gonna drive her further
Oh, wow.
Go ahead, son.
That's
Do
far
your
out of the
worst.
year.
Thanks, Dad.
Thank you.
Hey, Demerit. Hey, what for? Insufficiently polished.
I guess I'll...
I saw Mom downtown. She told me to give this to you.
Thanks.
Say, what gives around here?
Ah, you know, the usual. Keeping tabs on Hill Valley through my trusty bank of monitors. Always on the lookout for some interesting footage.
What are you looking for?
Interesting. What do you mean, interesting?
What kind of silly question is that? I've been gathering candid documentary footage for Citizen Brown's promotional videos for over a year now. I know your mother doesn't approve of my work, but wait a minute. You say you saw Lorraine?
Yeah.
11 to 12 hair salon, 12 to 12:20 lunch at Soup Mo counter, cream of asparagus with crackers.
What was that?
You know your mother's problems. If she slips up again, it could mean demerits for the whole family. There she is, polishing the statue in the park. Just like the schedule dictates. Oh, then everything's fine. Good. Unless... How was she when you spoke to her? Lucid? Sober?
Bruh.
Whoa, Dad, what are you telling me? Are you saying Mom's a drunk?
Shh, I don't know for sure that your mother has relapsed into her old ways, but she's been acting very odd lately, almost as if she didn't like my constant supervision. Confidentially, I suspect she's got a flask hidden somewhere, probably very near the spot where she's working right now. Do me a favor, son, will you? See if you can worm the truth out of her. She won't confide in me, but she may be less guarded with you. Double rations this week if you help your old man out. What do you say? That's
Sure.
a good boy.
Okay, Dad, we need to talk.
What are you
What
hiding?
were you hiding when I came in just now?
Hiding? I don't know what you're talking about, son.
Come on, I saw it. It was a videotape, right?
I might as well tell you. After all, you'll be 18 soon.
Tell me what?
Hill Valley under Citizen Brown is not quite the contented town you were led to believe it was.
No way.
No way.
This isn't a criticism of the great man himself, of course, or his sainted wife, Edna. No one's worked harder than they to apply the most advanced social planning techniques to our municipality. But,
What?
confidentially, not everybody appreciates it. A great many citizens, perhaps even the majority, actively resent the Brown administration. They don't say so publicly, of course. But in private, well, just listen.
I tell you, Bert, this regime is a joke. They're all laughing at us over in Fairfax.
A toast to Citizen Brown. May his beloved courthouse be struck by lightning. Shh, Agnes, you're awful. Are you coming to the town square, Lester? Citizen Brown's about to give another speech.
Citizen Brown can kiss my hairy...
Well, you get the idea.
Sounds like people can't stand what the Browns have done to Hill Valley.
Not everyone. Only around 50%, maybe 60.
Does Citizen Brown know?
He should. Whenever I send copies of my raw footage to the Public Relations Department over at the courthouse, I get a memo telling me how much Citizen Brown thanks me for my service. But how could he see those videos and not do anything about it?
Maybe you should take your tapes directly to Brown.
Exactly.
Oh, I don't know about that. I mean, sure, he might appreciate my bringing these problems to his attention and reward me for my public service, but then again, they say it's never wise to be the bearer of bad news.
What? I'll take it.
Why don't you give me those
Citizen Brown.
videotapes? I'll take them to Citizen Brown.
Exactly.
Thanks for offering, son, but I don't want to get you involved. Citizen Brown won't like what he sees on them, and I wouldn't want you to get the brunt of his displeasure, not to mention the displeasure of all the folks on the tapes. Once they find out I recorded them, no, I'm not letting these tapes out of my sight. It's too dangerous.
Okay. Sheesh. What about Mom?
It's about Mom.
How did she get like this?
How'd she get to be such a mess? This isn't how she is in my perfect world.
You're right, it's a real puzzle. Because of course we both know Hill Valley is a perfect world, but for some peculiar reason, the harder I try to get her to conform to the rules, the more she slips up.
She's considering Citizen Plus.
She's thinking about signing up for the Citizen Plus program.
Is she now?
You're not gonna let her go through with it, are you?
Well, from what I hear, it's a fairly drastic procedure which completely reshapes the subject's personality. On the other hand, if Citizen Brown recommends it, it's gotta be a good thing.
So by brainwashing?
Don't you think Mom would be a little more relaxed if you gave her just a little bit of space?
Exactly.
Now, there's a fine suggestion. What would Hill Valley be like if people gave each other space? Why, we'd all be tempted to follow our own impulses, and there's no telling where that might lead. Something on your mind?
What about me?
It's about me.
I'm all ears.
What am I like?
Well, from certain things I've heard, I get the idea that people in this town regard Marty McFly as a
what?
a nerd.
They said that?
In so many words.
Just because a boy studies hard and gets straight A's and respects the rules and doesn't party or drink or stay out late and is perhaps a bit socially inept and obsessed with personal hygiene and prefers his rubber band collection
Stop. I really don't want to hear anymore.
I'm proud of you, son.
Okay, for me, I do have the straight A's. I do, yeah, but I don't study. Well, sometimes I study. And I do follow the rules of school. But I'm not.
I'm trying to understand why Jennifer broke up with me in this time. Recent past.
Are you still mooning over that girl? Forget her! She's bad news. Why, my surveillance cameras have caught her doing things that that are completely against the Hill Valley Code.
I don't want to know.
Kissing boys, sitting with boys in cars. I've kept quiet about it for her father's sake, but believe me, you're well rid of her.
Where can I find you?
Is there anywhere you expect me to be, like, right now?
Well, I did expect you to be up at the lake until tomorrow with that Math-O-Magic competition, so I guess your time is pretty much your own right now.
Okay, different subject.
Yeah?
I have to. How long have I? What about you?
So about you and your, work.
Shoot.
Work. How'd you get like
You
this?
seem to be really into this spying business.
It's not spying, son. It's cinema verite. These candid moments of Hill Valley's residents will eventually be compiled and edited into the documentaries and promotional materials that advertise our way of life to the rest of the world. True, you can argue that I've taken things to extremes, but I still get up to take my meals and, of course, to use the facilities.
What about your sci-fi writing?
You're supposed to be... I mean, wouldn't you rather spend your time writing, say, science fiction novels?
Science fiction. I did mess around with that once, but that was before Citizen Brown made it illegal.
Science fiction's illegal?
What?
Sci-fi promotes an unhealthy obsession with the fantastic and impossible, and it encourages the idea that there might be better societies than Hill Valley, which is subversive nonsense, of course.
Oh wow.
Okay, different subject.
Yeah?
About someone we both know.
It's about someone we both know.
Yes?
Actually, I want to know about Spurs.
David and Linda.
Have you heard from them?
No, I thought maybe you had.
Not in ages. As far as I know, he's still working for the big city newspaper, and she's still in that women's boarding house. I'll never understand why they decided to leave Hill Valley.
What about Edna?
What can you tell me about Edna?
Mrs. Citizen Brown? Oh, she's a wonderful woman. People just think of her as this sweet, self-effacing grandmotherly type.
Edna? Are we talking about the
But
same?
really, she's just as involved in running the town as her husband is.
What about Doc?
Have you ever spent time with Citizen Brown?
Well, of course I'm in the audience for every one of his public addresses.
One-on-one, I mean.
Oh, no. He'd never notice a common Sector L citizen like me. But I dream that someday he'll recognize me for my public service and maybe let me shake his hand.
What about Biff?
Have you seen Biff lately?
Not since he went to the reconditioning center. Is he back among the living?
Depends on what you mean by living. He's really different from the way I remember him.
Lucky dog. In a way, it isn't fair that Hill Valley's biggest scofflaw should be the first to receive the benefits of the new Citizens Plus program. But I know I shouldn't be jealous. Something on your mind?
How do these
How
monitors
exactly
work?
does this setup work?
I'm glad to see you taking an interest.
Oh my God.
Each of these monitors is connected to multiple cameras, of which I've strategically jacked into throughout the valley, with official clearance, of course. I can switch between cameras with these buttons. There's also a VCR for each monitor. I keep a record of everything I see, so if I happen across something intriguing, I can keep it on file.
What's the deal with the
What's
house?
the deal with the house, Dad?
Don't know how to tell you this, son, but while you were away at your Math-O-Magic competition, our house got slapped with a CZ36 violation.
And what's that?
I know, it's so embarrassing. Your mother's mortified. She works so hard to keep a clean house, but those dust mites are so hard to keep down.
Wait a minute, we can't go into the house because of dust mites?
Well, not until they send in the cleanup crew.
This is ridiculous.
Thank goodness they let me move my office out here into the garage.
Dust mites?
So, when's this dust mite problem gonna be solved so I can get to all my stuff?
Well, the cleanup crew said they'd probably get around to it by tonight, but they're kind of backed up, so I wouldn't expect them until tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow? Where am I supposed to sleep?
I got it all covered, son. We're gonna camp out back just like we did when you were little.
Okay, this timeline is officially a nightmare.
Oh wow. What about Hill Valley?
Hill Valley has a lot of rules.
It certainly does, for our own good.
What about PDA?
Public kissing is illegal, right?
Ah, the old PDA law. Indeed it is. And what's more, violation carries a hefty load of demerits. But you know, it's a law people break with surprising regularity. Why, I could show you videotaped evidence.
How exactly do people get other people to break it?
On second thought, perhaps I shouldn't show you the videotaped evidence.
What about alcohol?
If I got caught with a contraband item, I'd get in a lot of trouble, right?
You certainly would. You could be facing up to 1,000 demerits, depending on the item. But of course, you wouldn't be caught dead with anything illegal. It's your mother I'm worried about.
What? Do we have a dog?
Did you ever harbor a dangerous animal?
Aha! Couldn't if I wanted to. They've all been banned. But I did catch something very interesting on one of my monitors yesterday. Which one was it? Oh, yes! Does that look like a stray dog to you? Whatever it is, Edna's Animal Patrol will make short work of it.
There's such a...
Something on your mind?
Well, I'll leave you to your snooping.
Finally.
Supervising, son. Supervising.
I'll leave you to it.
Right.
What?
This is my axe. There are many like it, but this one is mine. I don't need to read this anymore. I lived it. Hill Valley crime at all-time low. No joke. Looks normal. Let's stay that way, okay, Dad? Oh, what gives? I thought I fixed Jennifer's existence. This notebook contains all of Doc's notes concerning the time machine. It certainly convinces me of Doc's genius. I've also traveled through time with him. Yeah, there's that too.
What's the problem, citizen?
Oops, wrong number.
What's the problem, citizen?
Everything's perfectly all right now. We're fine. We're all fine now, thank you. How are you?
What's the problem, citizen?
Yeah, I'll have a double animal style with fries and a diet.
That's it. It's called an emergency intercom for a reason. I'm wrapping you for an SCR 300. Take your demerit printout before you go.
I don't want to annoy whoever's on the other end of that thing.
Okay. Now what to do? I think I got end it here. So see you guys for watching. Thank you.